What's up, everybody? It's Bob the Camel. You might recognize me from hit shows like Design TV, or maybe you've seen my cousin Joe out there on a box of cigarettes. We're coming at you with 2 workouts this week. We're gonna have our regular throwdown for anybody who still has access to a gym or has a decked out garage gym. And then we're also gonna come at you with a home version of the throwdown. And we're gonna be doing these for the foreseeable future. For anybody who's trapped out there, outside of a gym, doesn't have a lot of equipment, we got you, baby. We are gonna still do this. I've been helping people get over the hump for about a year now, and I'm gonna help you guys do that just now. So let's dive in. All right, so this is the regular throwdown episode. So if you are doing this throwdown, you got all your gear, your workout is 4 time, 30 strict handstand push-ups, 60 toes to bar, 90 calories row. These reps can be broken up in any order and performed any way you'd like. So you just go there and you just get after it. Good luck. Training Think Tank Throwdown 40, y'all.
Welcome to the Throwdown. I'm Max el-hag.
I'm Brandon Dorman.
I'm Mia Gianelli.
So it's strange times right now with the COVID-19 isolation going on all around the world. We polled our audience, and there's about half of you that still have equipment to be able to do qualifier style workouts. So we're going to continue the throwdowns during this time. However, we know that the other half of the audience doesn't have access to equipment. So starting now, post it on YouTube. TTT at home #1 is an at-home throwdown that you could do to compete in these strange times. And if you need to train for it, Brandon, how can we train for that?
Yeah, you can go to our Instagram handle, TTT at home, and we'll also release workouts 7 days a week that are all kind of fun, competition style, without any weight or any other requirements. It's just all body weight. It's a fun way to be able to compete with those around you.
So this week for our regular throwdown, TTT40, Max decided to show off his fitness.
And I showed off. Well, my strategy is, I think the biggest differentiator is me not getting to failure on the gymnastics movements and trying to keep my row pace as fast as possible. So I try to do 15 to 20 unbroken handstand push-ups, which is half to 2/3 of the total volume of handstand push-ups, 20 toes to bar, get on the rower, try to get my rower up quickly and hold around 1200, which I think is a recovery enough pace. And then basically just go through that same rhythm and try to get through the handstand push-ups as fast as possible. So AMRAP, and then I'll stop when I feel like I'm failing. Another 15 to 20 toes to bar, another 25 calories on the rower, then finish the handstand push-ups, finish the toes to bar, and try to do that 40 cal row at the end as hard as I possibly can. But, you know, sometimes we make plans and it don't go that way, so we'll see. That's why you're watching.
We got the countdown on here now, too. How nervous were you right here?
A little bit. I just was more nervous about being made fun of in my demo, having people judge me.
This is your demo debut, right?
Yeah.
You finally got fit enough to
I mean,
put yourself out there?
I don't know if I got fit enough or I got forced. And now watching this, I think I could pull my legs a little tighter, but they're still within my hands.
Yeah, that's one of the things I would say, though. It makes it easier to get over the line, for sure. So
that line was not the standard, just for...
It was just there, guys. But if there is a standard a line standard in the qualifier that you're doing, make sure you keep your feet together.
So is there any standard on handstand push-ups for you?
It was just like bodyline.
Yeah.
Hands can go wherever you want?
Feet inside the hands.
That's why you wanted to demo it.
So, Max, what was your strategy on the handstand push-ups? Obviously, it's break up anyway.
Yeah, they already should have my strategy because I explained it before I went, but basically it was like AMRAP -1 to start, and then go through my 20 toes to bar, 25 cals row, and then AMRAP -1 and just do that. I thought it would take me 3 sets to finish, but you'll see what happened.
You're more fit than that.
Yeah.
Good row transition, slide one foot in, start pulling.
I gotta try to do all the things that I criticize other people and tell them that they have to do as well.
Yeah, I think it's smart for people to think about setup too. Obviously, you know, if there is no standard for where the rower is and all that, then try to make it as dense as possible. Everything should be close, and you did a good job with that, with obviously kicking up the handstand push-ups, a quick flip, and then jumping up to the toes bar.
Environment of the throwdown was a little bit different with just me in the gym.
You look like the only person there.
It was quite strange to do that.
You know, I was in the garage last night and I did a 10-minute bike test, and it actually, I text you, but for those watching that are doing the same thing, it mentally broke me, but at the same time when I finished, I was like, you know what, this is great training for me, because it's easy to get up when everyone else is around, but if you are stuck by yourself, that's kind of the times where you kind of see what you're made of. So I actually enjoy it.
So what were you made of?
He was made of a lot more calories than I was made of.
Not my best effort, but I got 207 calories, so I'm happy with that.
Mia, this is a
Yes.
lot faster than you would have been rowing.
Yeah, that's correct, Max.
That's all I have to say. All right.
So your goal was to over 1250 the entire time, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was really over 1,200, but I decided
Okay.
to be an overachiever while I was in it.
Man, you're feeling good about yourself.
The camera was on him.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure.
So I think that, you know, you probably wanted to pause and make sure you could finish a big set.
Yeah.
But those are the little things that'll make a difference. Someone that can get off the row, turn around and kick up
Yeah.
right away and do a fast set,
Yeah.
that's gonna make a big difference.
My speed, too. Like, my speed of pressing slows down when I get tired. I'm a big body to be upside down doing this compared to people that are better at handstand push-ups, but
You've gotten way better at them.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's a noticeable difference. But you know, if you watch someone like a Noah or a Travis and see the speed at which they do their handstand push-ups, even if two people are going unbroken, let's say a set of 17 like you did on your first set, if someone's doing a second per rep and it's taking you 1.5 seconds, those are gaps that have to be filled at some point.
Yeah. These toes to bar got really hard on my grip I wasn't expecting, and also like the finish compression getting my toes all the way up. But I tried to just like, all right, when I break, just keep it as tight as possible and just keep moving. And remember that if you slack off, you're gonna get made fun of.
So what did you go 10 and then 5?
Yeah, I think so. I think I ended up, having to do 3-2 at the end.
Okay.
I think I did 10-5, 3-2 here.
But you wanted to stick to making sure you did 20 there
Yeah.
and then get back on the road.
Yeah, for sure. I just knew if I had like 25 or 30 at the end of this, that it would break me up. I would have to be breaking up. So I tried to just make sure that I only had 20. And then I changed my strategy here. I was planning on doing 25 calories, but I was pretty messed up, and I felt like I could hold my row pace for longer, hoping that my grip and my core would be a little bit better for that last set of toes to bar, because I didn't have any handstand push-ups left. I don't know if this strategy, like, you wouldn't do it this way, Mike
Yeah.
wouldn't do it this way. Why don't we use this like row time just to kind of explain maybe some other ways of attacking this, since it's
Yeah, I think that you got to look at it as what is the most. And so the row has 90 cals, that's going to take the most time. That's obviously the biggest separation. Is if everything's even on the handstand push-up. Some people, they just can't do them.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's going to be broken. But for me, I would save more cals for the end. And I know that may seem counterintuitive because you don't think you can go as fast, but I know that if I have 50 cals left at the end, I can hold over 16 or 1700 the entire time and just like, you know, go all out there and make up a ton of time instead of going 1200. So what I would do is go 30 unbroken handstand push-ups and then do a couple small sets of like 20 toe to bar, 20 cal row, 20 toe to bar, 20 cal row, 20 toe to bar, 50 cal row to finish. But obviously that's not going to work for some people. If you can't keep a high output on the last 50 cals, you want to break it up to maybe 15 or 20 cals on the road to keep a faster turnover.
Yeah, I really like the do it your own way type workouts, because it allows people that maybe, like if this workout was, if it was 90 cal row, 60 toes to bar, 30 handstand push-ups, I'd probably get smoked relative to the field, because if I'm super under fatigue and have to do 30 in a row, I'll get to failure. Like I might have had to open with 10 and be down to singles at the end.
Yeah.
But this type of format, I can kind of like creep my way into being more competitive, even though I'm not always with gymnastics.
Yeah, this is a 220-pound man doing handstand push-ups.
This
and
is a
toes to bar, right?
232-pound man.
227, 32 pound.
Yeah, I get on the scale sometimes. I'm like, why am I 8 pounds heavier today? What did I eat yesterday?
Yeah, so I don't feel as good now because I'm like 197, so I'm doing handstand push-ups at a lot lighter weight than you.
Yeah.
Mia, how would you break this up?
I think I'd do it pretty similarly to Max, because the handstand push-ups would be the biggest issue for me. I think, well, if you're looking at two different leaderboards, males and females, then this doesn't really apply, but I wouldn't be able to hold as high of a row pace as you would, or be able to hold that high at the end. So maybe row more in between and do more like smaller sets of strict handstand push-up toe to bar row, and then yes, leave more row for the end, but probably not quite that much because.
Yeah, but you're a good enough rower. You're long.
Yeah,
you're
relative
better.
to the female field.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could save some at the end and get a hard kick. I think
Yeah,
anybody
but I
that
like
can
to
do
beat
that.
max.
So you would have done this like me, but slower.
So this is the last little bit of the row.
Yeah, I had 30 cals, I think, left. If I did, 25, 35, and then 30 to finish.
Did you feel like you had a pretty decent kick at the end?
I mean, I definitely had a kick. I was obviously above where I started, but I was really hurting by this point.
Yeah.
Mostly, it felt like I couldn't breathe because my core got to failure doing toes to bar, and so I was just having a hard time, like, trying to breathe, and I was like, whatever, you can hold your breath for 30 cals. Like, don't even worry about it.
Don't try that at home.
Bad advice.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm a dummy.
I mean, it's a pretty good kick. If you're over 1,600, I think that just based on the averages we have from the data that we collect, that's higher than the average on the field.
Yeah. So,
And you're climbing.
oh
You're
yeah,
shaking the rower too.
nice. Shaking the earth.
That's a great kick. I mean, over 30 cals, if the difference is 200 or 300 cals per hour, you're saving a lot of time.
Damn, 749.
And you didn't drop the rower handle and
Yeah,
yell.
I know. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, maybe that means I had more in the tank. And then I saw Chris with the camera in front of me, and I was like, "Stay calm. Don't worry. You're okay.
He laid on
You're
the
not
bathroom
dead
floor
yet."
after this.
Yeah, my hands are really messed up. It hurt. My grip was blown up pretty bad. My plan broke down a tiny bit, but I feel pretty good about it. I did 17 handstand push-ups, 20 toes to bar, kept my row pace a little higher than my 1,200. Then I did 13 handstand push-ups. When I was done with that, I did 20 toes to bar, but my grip was starting to go and I started to fail. So then instead of rowing 25 cals, I rowed 35 cals, got through that last toes to bar as quickly as I could, and then sprinted the finish of the last row. I feel like it's about as good as I could do. I kept my break short when my grip was failing. It was very grippy and the sprint finish was tough, so be prepared to hurt if you can do that. If not, manage your gymnastics breaks so that you don't get bottlenecked there. Good luck. Yeah, cleaning time. Throwdown complete. Normally during our Throwdown series, we give you some scores from our on-site group to compare against. Right now, you only have that demo score to beat, so go beat it. If you need some help with training, whether it's individual coaching, the TTT at Home free program we just explained to you, or our design training program, which is a group training program that's kind of modified right now for the times. You can find information about all of those on trainingthinktank.com. And we have some new gear out that is going to have a portion of the money raised from it donated to charity for the COVID-19 situation. Thank you for watching.
It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Project Pata in this thing, man. Hey, look, man, thank y'all for watching Training Think Tank's YouTube channel. Y'all hit that motherfucking subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead, man. Thank y'all for watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking subscribe button, let it be known, what it be known, what it be known, you know what I'm saying? Pata.